to the Red Tail Talk Show. I'm your host, Drew Holkreeve, and alongside me, as always, Dan Susak. Dan, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Drew. Just hanging in there in this weird time of our lives now. How about you?
I'm doing good. How's the weather over there?
Right now it's pretty overcast. It seems like it's going to rain, but yesterday and the day before, it was beautiful. It was like 60 and sunny. Got outside, went for a little walk. Okay. It was nice.
Yeah, it's been really nice over here in Missouri, which has me sad, because we should be playing spring sports right now. Beautiful weather. Of course, we get this beautiful weather when, this happens. But all that aside, about spring sports, Dan, what do we got to tell the viewers?
Well, we do have some exciting news that the NCAA came out saying that all spring sports athletes are going to get their eligibility back, Drew. So all of our seniors, they will have the option to come back and play again next year, which is just great. It was the right decision from the NCAA. It was probably the only decision the NCAA should have made. And, that's just great. We're excited to see if anybody's going to take that opportunity to play next year. I think it's just a great idea for them. And yeah, we just look forward to see how that unfolds. Yeah,
it's nice because they basically didn't get to play their season. So to have that taken away from them would have been, like you led to probably the wrong decision, and probably the only right decision was to give them all their year back. And so that's great. And we look forward to seeing them again next spring. Sucks that we got to wait now a whole year to see them again, but eventually we will get to see our spring sports athletes back in action.
Exactly.
So in other news, Dan, what have you been doing to keep busy?
Still, a lot of schoolwork that I have to do, still busy time for that, and just, trying to pass the time, keep myself active whenever I can. Like I said, when it's nice, I'll try and go outside, go for a little walk, put some music on, listen to that. And then just, video games, it's a good way to pass the time. It's something I always enjoyed doing. It's something I keep doing, still doing those Hartford Hawks dynasties I was talking about last week. We're doing pretty good. If you want updates, Drew, I know you want this to happen. I know you've been playing some Hartford Hawks video games too. Let us know, folks.
I would love to, obviously I got to get back up there for us to be able to do it. But down the road, if people want that, that's definitely something. Streaming our video games, we'd love to do some Hartford Hawks season. I know you've been doing it. I've been doing it. I've been sticking to football. I've been a college football guy my entire life. And so I created the Hawks in NCAA 2005.
Yeah, we play all the old school games. We don't play the new ones. So the old school ones are where it's at.
I'm a big vintage video game guy. NHL Hits, MLB Slugfest, all those games. They're great. Also, so what I've been doing in addition to that in my free time, I talked last week about playing hockey, right, Dan?
Yeah.
I have some sad news to report.
No. What happened, Drew? What happened?
Yeah. So I'm skating around in my garage a couple days ago, like usual, just taking a couple slappers and stuff like that. And so I missed the net. We can't hit the net on every shot, right? And I hit my ladder that's in the background there, and I broke the puck.
Boy.
It's my only puck. So hockey's been put on hold at the moment, and I'm gonna have to hop on somewhere and find a way to get some new pucks.
I think it's incredible that you managed to break a hockey puck. Those things are literal, just impossible to break. You have to try to break those things.
Yeah, full disclaimer, it's not like a hockey puck that you would think on ice, with the hard rubber. I don't know if it's possible to break those things. No, it was a street hockey one, so made of plastic and stuff. Hard plastic, but it broke.
It's not as impressive then, Drew. It's not as impressive.
It's not, but I don't need people thinking that I have like an Al McKenna slap shot over here, and for full disclaimer, the legend of the Blues there, known for,
Just
known
keep
for his
throwing,
miles per hours on the slap shots. I do not have that.
Keep throwing in your St. Louis references. We get it. You're from Missouri.
When we talk about hockey, I have to. I wish Hartford had a hockey team, but we don't. So
you never know. You never know.
Anyways, what else are you out for me today, Dan? We got a special guest.
We do have a special guest from Jenna Bridges. That's going to be an interesting interview with her. She came on the show, talked a little bit about the volleyball season, and then her take on the quarantine corner and what she's doing. And then she took her try at stumping me, the Szewczak, in her own category game.
Yeah, our new game. It's a fun game. Dan, you're proven to be honestly kind of good at this. So I'm glad we chose you instead of me.
Well, you never know. I mean, you might have some better luck in future categories down the line. You got to stop, getting down on how bad you did with cereals. There's other categories out there.
There are, but I would probably only be good at sport specific like teams and conferences.
Exactly.
That's where my brain goes. But I'm also talking about we got another special guest.
We do. I thought we just had Jenna on the show today.
I'm talking about the greatest miniature long-haired dachshund there is, Ginger. Ginger, say hi to the camera and to the fans and to Dan. Hi Dan.
Hi, Ginger. That's a pretty great special guest.
Yeah, so she's been my partner in crime without hockey, of course. Broke the puck. What else am I going to do with my life, right? Been taking Ginger on some walks, especially with the nice weather. Been playing some games. I got some TikToks out there of Ginger because that's all people really seem to like anyways. I mean, why would they want to watch a TikTok of me when they can watch one of Ginger? So she's obviously not happy to be on camera, and I don't like making her upset. But here's Ginger. Say hi. Let us know if you want more of this furry little hairball. But for now, she's gonna go off whatever she is that she does.
Thanks for joining the show, Ginger.
Yeah.
That was a real surprise.
Yeah, good, Dan. We'd like to thank Ginger for joining the show, and look forward to many more surprise appearances in the future.
Exactly.
With that, Dan, let's bring in our guest, reigning AE Player of the Year, Jenna Bridges, senior from Hartford Volleyball. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
We're
doing pretty well.
Yeah. So thank you for coming on the show. And we just kind of want to get into the volleyball season here to start. And just kind of first, what were your thoughts on the season itself?
I think all expectations of the team were like not blown out of the water, but I think we came into like the preseason, whatever, and we went through the motions of preseason, went into conference play, and we were able to beat the conference champions of 2018, which is Stony Brook. So we had good, like, high hopes for that season. And then coming into almost playoffs, we were I think we're third. And so as we went into the tournament, we were third. We beat number 2 New Hampshire to get to the championship game, and that was awesome. We've never gone that far ever, and it was like another feeling. I've never felt like that before. And then went into that championship game. I honestly forget how many sets there are because I try to forget about that game because it's just like it's like a nightmare. I wanted to win so bad, But we came up a little short, and in the end, I think we made a really good start for like the new freshmen coming in next year, and so they can kind of take off with that. And so I'm really happy that like multiple people get to stay on that team and live with that legacy and try to keep it going. So I'm excited for them next year too.
Yeah, to go back to that semifinal win against New Hampshire, you guys were down 2-0, pretty much on the brink of getting knocked out, but you guys came back, won it 3-2, and that was a big win, especially against New Hampshire. You guys were on like a 40-match losing streak or something against the Wildcats, and you finally got that win. So did you guys know that going into it, that you guys have lost that many times in New Hampshire, and you kind of wanted to finally get that one over them?
Yeah, it's tough because there's kind of this thing where you lose to a team so many times, you never think you're going to win against them. And it's like that mental block that you have to get over in order to win. So we just took it and we're like, we got this far. Like, we can't drop it 3 sets like we did last time with Stony Brook in the 2018 championship or semifinals. And so we were just like, hunker down. Like, I know we're all nervous, and like, this is semifinals, like a lot of crowd is here. So just like do what we do best and like just try to play with each other. And then we got through, and we're like, we treated the team as like just another team instead of like, oh, UNH, like big team. So it was great.
Mhm. More specifically, individually now for you, I mean, let's just talk about your conference accolades. Obviously, America East Player of the Year again, back-to-back years now that you've won that. Was that kind of a goal for you coming into your senior season to maybe repeat as that and do even better than you did as a junior?
Yeah, I feel like if I did it as a junior, I have to do it as a senior. It's just kind of like a thing I wanted myself to do. Like if I didn't make it, I would have been very disappointed in myself because you said it as a junior year, but you're supposed to peak your senior year or junior year. So I just wanted to like go with that goal and try to excel with that. So I just worked on that and I was like, gotta be better. You gotta be better every day.
No, that's definitely a great attitude to have, especially, after a great campaign your junior year. I think you did even better as a senior. So a lot more accolades, Drew, wouldn't you say, that she had?
Yeah. To start, I mean, you talk about like doing better your senior year. You won 8 America East Player of the Week honors, which is the most by an America East player in a single season. So obviously, like with each week, like you continue to get better and better. And then, I mean, it was just fun to watch. And like you said, in the playoffs for you guys, coming up short, but like that New Hampshire game, just with each point, I mean, it was fun to watch.
One more milestone for you this year. You recorded your 1,000th career kill this last season against Sacred Heart. Did you kind of know going into that game that you could potentially reach that? And did you know in the moment when you got that 1,000th kill that it happened?
Yeah, it was kind of an underwhelming moment because none of my team knew about it. I was the only one that knew. And like we don't really like keep track of that. So my coach like knew relatively. It was like around that game. But like the only one that knew was my athletic trainer, Monique. So like I got my kill. And so like I had to get like 13 that game. So I was like in the 3rd set or something. And I get the kill and I'm like, yay. But like in my head, I'm just like, yay. And then no one else knew. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, just looking around for someone to celebrate with.
Yeah, I just wanted someone. And then I got off the bench and then Monique's like, nice job. You did it. I was like, okay.
Just a subtle fist bump. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like I finally got the ball like after the season, but yeah, it was kind of underwhelming, but it's okay.
So coach didn't even know that was your 1,000th kill?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like expecting something. I was expecting him to give me like a big high five, and I was like, nothing. All right.
He's probably just like, Jenna, we got to win this game. Focus on the game, probably, right?
Yeah, Sacred Heart is like a big rival of his because it's his best friend, basically. So, so he was very like focused, and so
makes sense. Yeah.
I could see why he didn't think that was important.
The 1,000th kill wasn't important.
Yeah.
I just have just one more thing before we get into quarantine corner. We have to mention this. You were named to you were an All-American this last season, named to the All-American honorable mention team, becoming the first Hawk in program history. I mean, it's one thing to be named to the All-Conference team, one thing to be named to the All-Region team, but an All-American, just what did that mean to you and how does that feel to be called an All-American?
It's honestly surreal. I mean, I feel like it's different. I feel like only the big players in like all the top regions or like the top conferences win this All-American. It's like this huge thing, but like I feel like it's so different because like we're this little conference in the East of America. Like it's just it's different. I mean, it's just like I don't know. I have no words for it. It's just like it's incredible. I mean, to call yourself an All-American is like crazy, and I never thought like I could ever do it. So I mean like obviously my team got me there and stuff, and it's awesome to like have them along with me. But yeah, I can't give the credit all to me because obviously it's my team too, and it's like someone has to pass the ball, someone has to set me. Megan Anderson has to set me. So Megan Anderson sets dimes. So that's all I need.
Yeah, it's a tremendous accomplishment, though. And let's get into quarantine corner because the fans would like to know what the All-American is doing to pass her time right now. So what have you been doing? What's the number one thing you've been doing during this time?
I've been catching up on homework that I haven't been doing.
Yeah, good answer. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I have like 2 projects right now I have to work on. So like in order to graduate. So that's taking a lot of my time. But other than that, a lot of Netflix, a lot of Hulu.
What are you watching? What are you binge watching?
So I'm trying to like finish all the shows I haven't finished like for a long time. So I'm trying to get those done so I can watch new ones and like not feel guilty about not finishing the old one. So I just finished Superstore on Hulu and what's the other one? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's also a good one. Highly recommend.
Yeah, we love that scene where they're doing the lineup and they sing Backstreet Boys.
You are.
Yes.
Yeah,
Quality
and then Netflix, I just finished up Blacklist. Great show.
Oh, love Blacklist. Are you caught up?
Yeah, I'm all caught up. I just, man, that ending on season 6, sideways. I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I'm finishing up Dexter. So.
Okay. Yeah, Dexter's a good one. I like that one.
And then Tiger King, of course.
Oh, Tiger King.
Yeah, Drew hasn't seen Tiger King yet.
Paige last week recommended Tiger King. Now Jenna this week. I mean, I guess I have to watch.
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's like Oklahoma, Florida people, like absolutely nuts. I just like every time I watch an episode, my jaw is just wide open. I'm like, how can this happen?
Yeah, exactly. It just gets crazier and crazier each episode.
So crazy.
So in terms of exercising or just staying in shape, are you like going outside at all, or are you just kind of staying in with like a makeshift gym in your house?
So when it's sunny out, because I live in Exeter, Rhode Island, it's kind of cold right now. So whenever it's like not raining, which is a lot, or it's raining a lot right now, I go outside, try to run around the neighborhood, and then like I take my parents on a walk so they can get some exercise too. I like motivate them. They're like, yeah, go on a walk with us. Like, yeah, let's go. They get all excited. It's funny.
They do. I went on a walk last night with my parents. They get so excited. They're like, oh, let's go for a walk. Let's take the dog.
They get so excited. I don't get it. It's like the highlight of their week.
Yeah.
It's the greatest. But I have a prison gym downstairs. But it's like
what's a prison gym?
Just cement. I like push my ping pong table aside, and then I like set up tape for like agility ladders. Mm-hmm. I could only fit 8 because my gym or my space is kind of small. So I have that, and then I found a barbell, but it's a curved one, so I have to like use it like that. I miss a straight barbell so much. You have it and then you don't. It's awful. And then I only have I only have 4 15-pound weights, so I can't go above that. Mm-hmm. And it's driving me nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta like up the reps, I guess.
I gotta do all reps, which takes forever.
Oh, God.
Oh no,
but whatever.
Yeah. So outside of homework, I know you got a lot of homework you've been doing, but what else have you been doing to pass the time? Have you picked up any new hobbies, or like maybe old hobbies that you had that you can finally pick up again now that you have more free time?
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of like to dabble in instruments. So I have like a piano, a ukulele, a trombone that I used to play in middle school, I think. And so I picked that up again, and it's kind of annoying for my parents, but they'll just yell at me and we'll get over it. But yeah, I picked those up, and then I kind of there's like a tree outside that I put like this 8-foot slab of wood, and I hit a volleyball against it. It's very sad, but you know,
you gotta be creative in these times.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, speaking of instruments, I mean, we saw you. The America East posted that video of you showing off your instruments talent. That was pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
That was fun to do.
So yeah, we loved watching that. Yeah,
I noticed the trombone song came from, or at least I've heard it from TikTok.
Yeah.
So are you
I think it's
big into
originally
TikTok
from
at all?
Vine,
Originally
Yeah, I
from
think
Vine?
it was
That's
originally
going way
Vine.
back.
which is like throwback. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been on TikTok. It's very addicting. I seem to go on there and I'm like, yeah, 5 minutes. And then I'm there for like an hour and I don't know where the time went. It's crazy. It's like a time warp.
Okay. Well, Dan, you got any more questions for our quarantine corner here?
Yeah, just one more. So, now that you're back home, you're probably getting a lot more home cooking. You probably miss that being at Hartford, but just like, what's your favorite meal? Like, is there anything you look forward to eating now? Or is there anything like new recipes you've been trying out now that you're home?
I'm kind of the person that will be obsessed with the food for like 2 to 3 weeks and like eat it every day and then just be like done with it.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, that food it's like Ezekiel bread. Have you ever heard of that?
No,
it's not.
It's basically like a healthy bread, but it's so good. It has like whole grains, it has some protein in it, and it's like crunchy. So I put like avocado on it, make avocado toast with it every day.
Ooh.
And I'm obsessed with it. It's so good.
So is that every meal for every day now?
Well, just for breakfast, and then I make I switch it up for like lunch and dinner, but man, waking up to like avocado toast or like peanut butter and banana on that toast. So good.
So now I'd like to jump into Stump the Szewczak. And so the way that works, Jenna, is you're going to go up against Dan. So Dan previously did this category that you picked, which was instruments, and he got 19. So 19 is the number to beat in this one. But of course, if you beat him, continue to go because you're trying to set your numbers up against Paige, who got 15 last week in her category of state.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So you have 20 seconds to name as many instruments as you can. I will have the timer. Dan will count, and we'll see where you stand. The number to beat again is 19. So are you ready?
I guess.
Are you prepared? Do you need a second?
Okay. No, I'm good.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Ukulele, piano, trombone, flute, clarinet, bass clarinet, saxophone, bass saxophone, alto saxophone, bass drum, regular drum. I don't know. That's all the time.
It's easy to not look at the time.
It's okay.
Why did you show it to me then?
Because I have to show it for the fans at home. They got to know that we're keeping you on track.
Exactly. It's all right. It's okay. You got 11. You ended up with 11.
Man, that's rookie numbers.
Oh.
We don't keep track of my score, but I did cereal at the beginning. I mentioned this last week, and I got 9. So everybody's beating me, though.
All right, cool. I feel like cereal's harder, though. There's longer names. I
thought it was easier because I was like, I eat cereal all the time. And then, no, I clearly, I was way too cocky.
We have to say, like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is 3 words. Captain Crunch.
That is true. They are long names.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was mad. I forgot.
Give yourself some credit.
I guess. Yeah. So 11 for Jenna. So that's going to put you up on the leaderboard in second behind Paige. You got 15 last week. Didn't beat the Szewczak, but apparently Dan's a genius at this game. So
just certain categories. There's one category I absolutely sucked at. So I'm kind of glad you didn't pick that one.
Oh, we're not
going to mention it just in case of future episodes, but
too late. I mentioned it. Board games.
Oh, all right.
Athletes coming on the show pick board games, although those are really hard because those have long names too.
Life.
That's like really throwback as well.
Ooh. Yeah, those are long game names.
But anyways, so thank you for coming on the show, Jenna. It was fun. And we hope that you are staying safe, staying healthy over there in Rhode Island. And once again, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Once again, we'd like to thank Jenna Bridges from Hartford Volleyball for joining the show. And as always, for you guys at home, you can watch us on YouTube here for the video version of the podcast or Find us on our podcast platforms to listen to it if you're on the go on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and more. And we just want to wish all of you guys safe and healthy times during the crazy times, right, Dan?
Yeah. Just thank you for tuning in to this latest edition of the Red Tail Talk Show. Catch us in 1 week time. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay inside, and more importantly, as always,